Hi everybody, Ian Bremmer here, and it's Around Your World in 180 seconds. And for the first time in a while, it is actually Around Your World, as I am in Singapore at the Bloomberg New Economy Forum, my first international trip since COVID began, which is absolutely insane. I have your questions, and they're ready to go. How was your return to international travel? Well, actually, it was pretty straightforward. I mean, you think that you hear there's all these lockdowns and all these quarantines, but the fact is Singapore is incredibly efficient. The one thing that's kind of unusual is you have this app you have to put on your phone, you turn it on, you have to keep your phone on, and they track you absolutely everywhere, which is pretty weird and kind of dystopian, but it works for closing down COVID. Aside from that, though, no problems getting in here, no problem working around. Were there any breakthroughs at Biden and Xi's virtual summit? They say there weren't any breakthroughs, but frankly, I would argue that in terms of the relationship itself, there really have been. Number one, you did get a willingness of the Americans and the Chinese to engage on climate. And before they were saying no, given the two largest carbon emitters in the world, that's a big deal. Secondly, some agreements on how they're going to treat journalists and visas from both the countries, which had been really dysfunctional. Number three, there's going to be ongoing engagement on nuclear and security policy, high-level conversations and dialogue. None of these things are like sudden big announcements that say that it's trust between the two countries, but it is actually a change in trajectory in the relationship and very clearly not Cold War. Finally, what do you think of U.S. Secretary of State Blinken suggesting the Belarus migrant crisis is an attempt to distract from Russia's increased troop presence near Ukraine? It's plausible. Having said that, I think they can walk and chew gum at the same time, the Kremlin. What I see is Lukashenko, President Lukashenko, is under a lot of economic pressure, and he's more than happy to push, use his rogue status to make life unpleasant for the Poles, for the Lithuanians. And the Kremlin is clearly helping him. The bigger issue here, I think, is not distraction on Ukraine. The bigger issue is that the Russians are sitting on a significant amount of cash because energy prices are higher, because Putin feels like he's got a lot of leverage over the Europeans on downstream energy given their problems. And as a consequence, he feels more emboldened to do all of the things that he would normally feel a little bit more cautious about. That includes Belarus, that includes Ukraine. That's it for me. Talk to you all next week.